saw that.
Yeah, so does that mean it has no dark meat?
I wouldn't be down with it because I love me some dark meat.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so what do you think about this? For that Denny's or animal here, turkey. What do you think? Okay.
It's tough.
Wow, this is really tough. I'm torn, but I think I'm going to lean towards Denny's.
Denny's, is that you?
That is me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's one of your better
I
songs.
was on the fence. I was definitely on the fence on that one.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay.
That's actually solid.
Amazing, the likeness.
Kevin, Virginia, and Jason are live on 97.9 WRMF and the KVJ Show app.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Well, hello. Welcome to Wednesday and the KVJ Show. Good to see you all. Here we go.
Happy hump day.
Yeah, it is. Boy, middle of the week here.
I was giving Mags a kiss this morning, goodbye, and she goes, I'll see you at the bus stop. And I said, no, you won't, because it's Wednesday. You're going to your dad's house. And she's like, it's Wednesday? Because they had off Monday.
Throws them off, yeah.
The kids are like all out of whack.
Oh, so am I. I've been thinking it's been Tuesday. Spring break screwed us all up, honestly.
Were you here on Monday?
Yeah, I was. I feel like it's been, I don't know, this whole spring break's got me just in a tizzy.
It does.
Since St. Patty's Day, I've been slightly off.
Yeah.
I get it.
That we skipped that one Monday, and then I got sick on a Wednesday, and it's all weird.
Yeah, you were sick. Throws you off. I get it. How you feeling? You doing better?
I feel better.
Yeah.
My taste buds are not back. I went to BurgerFi last night. So excited just to be back in the elements, back in the game, and I ordered a ton of food, and I couldn't taste any of it.
Oh.
Not a lick.
Really?
Yeah.
That might be problematic. I mean, how bad do you still feel? And how sick do you think you are?
Very congested, and my cough is still very much there, and I still got a bit of an achy head thing. So I'm better, but I'm like 70%, I think.
Okay.
What are you on, like day 5 of the antibiotics?
I am on only day 3 of the antibiotics.
3.
I didn't listen to you and go right away.
Thank you for finally giving the credit to my advice.
Yeah.
She wins. She was right. I should have won early.
Yeah. It's all right, but at least you don't need to be alarmed about your taste buds yet, because there's still reason for you not being able to taste.
I don't know. I got an email from a girl that said her mom got sick.
Yeah.
And then her mom never got the taste buds back. And her mom died not being able to taste anything.
I'm getting comments like that too, and it's basically I'm on the injured reserve list. It's kind of like I feel like I was having an MVP type season with this pizza blog. I was really just feeling like, okay, I'm nailing
You're in your
it.
zone.
I was in the zone. I was finally just
Cut down in your prime.
right in the prime, and then the taste bud injury happens. I mean, this is devastating.
Maybe you were just too cocky for the universe.
I don't feel like I was cocky with my pizza blog. You like to stir it up like I'm cockier than I am. Imagine that.
Okay.
Maybe it's me that's cocky.
You are cocky.
So you're getting there, but you're not all the way back yet.
Definitely not. It doesn't sound like you're 100% either.
No, I'm creeping on about 90. I'm about a little tick over 90%, so doing good. Yeah, I still got a slight little bit of congestion, but not too bad.
I woke up with kind of a scratchy throat, so I am going to get an IV today.
Okay.
I'm going to get, I love those IVs, hydration full of the vitamins.
Do you want one of my antibiotic pills just to knock it out?
No. I don't take the antibiotics unless the doctor gives them to me. Because I think that's how you can really mess with your system, because you're supposed to do the full cycle of them anyway.
Right.
So if you don't do all yours,
It'll mess you up and her at the same time.
yeah, your illness could stay in you and then creep back up on you.
Look, I never said I was a doctor.
So how terrible was that idea?
On a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 10.
Okay, it's a pretty bad idea then. Okay. All right. Well, we're just trying to clarify and rank Jaybird's bad ideas.
Do you want one of my antibiotics? Like it's a vitamin.
Yeah.
I mean, that didn't take long. I was 3 minutes into the show.
Yeah,
First
already.
bad idea of the day. I'm gonna keep
Already
track of
kicking them out. Okay, we got one in.
Want to see what Virginia looks like on camera? And Kevin and Jason? YouTube.com/KVJ Show.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you got in your mind today, Jaybird?
I keep on thinking about our business meeting we had yesterday with our new boss, and that was actually a lot of fun. I had a really good time meeting this cat. Very nice guy.
Yeah, normally meetings with the boss are kind of stuffy, and you're like, but this guy was fun.
Well, what was cool about it, and I don't think he was pulling our leg, he's claiming that, did he say, I just want to make sure I got this right, he invented the double cheeseburger?
He believes that he may have had a hand in it because back in the day, he worked at McDonald's in the 60s when he was underage, actually. He said he shouldn't have even been allowed to legally work there, but he lied and he got a gig and he was a hustler, which I have mad respect for. And he said that they would get a shift meal, you know, like at work, you get like a burger, fries, and a Coke. Well, he tried to like circumvent the system and get more food out of it because you're only supposed to get one sandwich, one fry, and one Coke. So he put 2 patties on the burger, and the boss like busted him eating the cheeseburger but with 2
patties on it.
And he said back in the day, that's how the bosses came up with new menu items. The double cheeseburger was not on the menu when he did that, and his boss caught him and reprimanded him, and then all of a sudden a few months later the double cheeseburger was on the McDonald's
but that
menu.
boss who reprimanded him submitted the idea to corporate, saying, "Hey, here's a concept," because that's where they're getting all the ideas from, was from local managers.
That's awesome.
I love stories like that when you find out, oh yeah, this is how this was invented, or this is how that happened. I love that. So I was blown away, clearly. I mean, did you see how excited I got?
Oh, I saw. And then you were like taking pictures and writing everything down. And I was like, when does he ever take notes?
What was the name of that restaurant we went to?
That was the Regional. Downtown on Okeechobee, West Palm Beach. That's Lindsay Autry's restaurant. So she was on Top Chef.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You had some good stuff.
They do.
I was so bummed out. We got all this food. I was so excited. A lot of variety. Taste buds gone. Just nothing.
I was upset because, like, you know, you don't want to be rude, but there was like a bunch of pimento cheese left, and then nobody was really eating it. But then I ate kind of quite a bit of it. But then they came and took it away, and I was like, no, you can't really get a box to go.
Why?
When you're at like a group thing like that.
I disagree.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah, you ask, hey, is anyone taking this home? Does anybody want any more? No, I'm taking it home with me.
I would have taken that pimento cheese and eaten it with my hands in the car on the way home. It was that good.
You blew it. That was the right crowd to do it with. You should have got that.
Yeah.
Doggy bags are the best.
I agree, but I was just too like, oh, I don't want to look like, oh.
No, I think if you're amongst friends, you should be able to be like, yeah, take it home.
That pimento cheese just changed my day.
I don't know. It is the first time, though, meeting our big-time boss. It's like, hey, nice to meet you. Are you going to eat that cheese? If not, can I take it off your plate?
I need a to-go box for that. It was like all shared appetizers.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I got my own thing. It was like, oh, no, you can't get a doggy bag.
What you got in your mind today, Virginia?
Well, yesterday it was so cool. We were here at work, and in the matter of like 10 minutes, we got Jupiter Donuts delivered and then Jersey Mike's delivered. I don't know if you saw that happen.
I did. All this food's coming my way right now. It's a curse.
No taste buds over here. Couldn't get into any
Kev,
of it.
there's so many free meals falling on my lap right now.
I know, right? You can't do anything about it.
No.
So I, of course, scarfed down the Jersey Mike's, and I was like, oh, that is delicious. But I didn't really put a lot of thought into why it was here. Denny's came and told me afterwards, after I ate the sandwich, that actually Jersey Mike's is doing something beautiful today. It's called their Day of Giving, and all of their 22 South Florida locations are giving 100% of today's profits to the Quantum House right here locally. If you don't know what the Quantum House is, it's a place where families can go while their kids are getting treatment at the hospital if they don't have a place place to stay. It's like a Ronald McDonald House, like a free
Right.
hotel
Yep.
for these parents.
service.
And it's a wonderful service. And we were just there recently with our KVJ volunteer army, making them dinner and spending time with the kids there at the Quantum House. So if you have a chance today, if you're looking for lunch, go to Jersey Mike's. 100% of today's profits are going to the Quantum House.
Side note about Jersey Mike's, 2 things I want to say. When you get the gigantic sub, it is huge. It's a big it's an adult size sub. If you have a big old appetite, get the giant sub and try the steak and cheese. Their steak and cheese is one of the best I've ever had. I loved it.
I had the steak and cheese yesterday. Only complaint, needs more cheese. I always get extra cheese.
Get extra cheese, baby.
Always. You
Okay.
have to. You just have to.
That's just how you live life, huh?
You have to. Why
Extra
are we
cheesy.
here if we don't get extra cheese?
All right, there you go.
Good luck pooping.
I haven't pooped in a month.
Is this a great idea or a horrible idea? Alcohol that will not give you a hangover.
I don't know, I feel like the hangover kind of gives you some kind of a
Perspective.
yes.
I'm trying to figure it out for that reason. I'm like, okay, because initially when you say, hey, alcohol that won't give you a hangover, you're going, hello, yes, of course. And the other side effect, too, is it won't be toxic to the liver like regular alcohol.
Now that's good.
Yes. But then I started thinking about the greater part of it, saying, you know, a lot of times I feel like alcohol comes with a hangover as a necessary thing so that you don't completely act a fool, because it's not necessarily, you sometimes forget, like, hey, I shouldn't act like a complete total jackass. It's more about, oh, I don't want to feel completely terrible tomorrow, so I'm going to try to back off because of the hangover, not because I'm going to do things I'm going to regret for the rest of my life.
The hangover is basically the universe balancing out your jackass behavior.
It's your constant reminder to say, have fun, just not too much fun.
If you eliminate that, I kind of feel like Earth is going to turn into hell.
That's why I can't decide if this is great or if this is horrible. And it's apparently going to be a reality. Synthetic alcohol that will make you feel drunk but without the hangover, they say, could be available within 5 years.
Yeah, but what's in this synthetic alcohol?
Well, that's just it. They are testing it right now, and it's got to be approved by the FDA and the government. So they will have to make sure that it is something that's not going to kill you any worse than the other things that they've already approved that are going to kill you.
Yeah, like it causes blindness.
Yes. So that's the stuff. It'll have to go through that rigorous testing. And then after people, you know, somebody gets paid and this and that, it'll pass through. And,
Right.
yeah.
After it circumvents the system and it's actually not good for you, we'll still
Right.
get it on the market because somebody got paid.
Yeah, it'll be endorsed by Jussie Smollett, you know, so that'll be his big comeback product. We'll love him again because of this synthetic alcohol.
Not a lot of faith in any systems today.
No, I hear you, yeah. So I was just like, okay, I'm still kind of working it out in my head. I don't have a verdict right now. I'm leaning to this could be the worst. This could be the end of humanity.
Yeah.
I'm kind of leaning towards that, but I could probably be swung in the other direction if you paid me.
We need balance, my friend.
Yes.
Well, the Hangover's theme song is Shake Your Ass, but watch
yourself. Thank you, Mystical.
The Hangover makes you watch yourself. Without that, what are we going to be doing? We're going to be pirates.
Yes. Imagine how many face scabs you'll have, Virginia.
Oh, my gosh.
How is that thing doing?
It's not good.
Yeah, it is still there.
It's
I
still
think you have a scar. I'm not even kidding.
I don't know if it's going to be a scar.
Say hello to my little friend.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
What is the worst thing to step on in the dark? We probably have all done that, where you're moving around, trying to be considerate of the people who are sleeping in your home, or you get up first thing in the morning, it's still dark outside, and you step on something and there's just a sensation that your sleepy head is not ready for.
It happened to me last night. It was at my place, I've got a bunch of timers with the ceiling fans. It'll be bright at 9 p.m. and then it's 10:30. You go downstairs and it shuts off and it's completely dark sometimes. And that's what happened to me last night. I'm walking downstairs and then I step in something in the dark and I go, ugh, what is that? And I turn the light on. Chewy had thrown up and I stepped right in his puke. Oh.
Dog vomit.
It is rough. And you knew as soon as you stepped in, I'm like, that is not good.
Yeah, pet vomit is bad. Jen said, yeah, cat vomit is the worst, so she agrees with that. I would say a little bit worse than that is your pet's poo. And what happens to me, I got to get ready in the dark, and we've got this rug in our bathroom that is Coco's favorite place to drop a deuce.
Oh,
And-
Coco.
Yeah, and I'll have that where there's just those mornings where you step and you're like, okay. You kind of know what it is. You flip on the bathroom light. Sure enough, you got poo between your toes. It's just terrible. It's not a good way to start off the day.
That's probably worse than the throw up.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
But there's a ranking scale. I mean, there's a lot of things that are awful.
Rocco likes those little Matchbox cars.
Oh,
and
yep.
I go to bed first, and so sometimes he'll still be playing on the floor right around where my walking path is in the morning. And literally, I've stepped on so many little cars, and they hurt. And you scream, and then everybody wakes up.
Yeah, you could say it because people were saying in like Legos, Batman Legos, stuff like that. And you're right, because that could be worse. Because what happens when you step in dog droppings or cat droppings
It doesn't hurt.
Right. It's just, it's gross. But yeah, when you have pain associated with it, then I think that takes it to a different level, and it is worse.
Yeah, last week is when I got up and I slipped on a Gatorade bottle.
And did the splits.
Like it was a banana peel, and I did.
Arguably, that's worse than
It
the
was.
dog, yeah.
Well,
Pain.
I split, and it did. It pulled my nard to the point I'm still tender down there.
Yeah.
Poor
I'm
thing.
injured.
Now, I think there's a way that you could actually maybe make this worse if we're talking about what is the worst thing you could step on in the dark. Somebody had texted in and they said, yeah, I stepped on a toad once in the dark and felt it explode under my feet. Horrifying. Yes.
Oh, that's bad.
Or anything that moves when you step on it, like cockroaches or even a rat. And somebody texted in and said, yeah, I stepped on a snake one time. Now, imagine if you step on a poisonous snake. Now, that to me is the absolute worst thing you could step on because, one, you're like, oh my gosh, what is that? Now you have horror aside from, because when I step on the poo, I'm like, it's kind of like more that like sinking, like, I know what it is. But if you step on something that you don't know what's there and it's like slithery and cold and like, and then that's followed by pain, worst thing. That
And
has to be the worst thing.
If it's poisonous and you don't get the
Venomous, I
anti-venom
guess you
quick
should say,
enough,
yeah.
then you could die. There's people that got bit by a snake and went to the hospital, and the hospital didn't have the anti-venom,
Yeah.
and they died.
Venomous snake has to be the worst thing.
Thank you.
When I was younger, I stepped on a baby on accident. Well,
A human baby?
Well, it was so. What I was like 14. I fell asleep on the couch, and I guess the baby was probably like one or two-ish, and it was watching TV, or maybe it was 2. I don't know. It was on the side of the couch.
Who is this random baby?
It was a baby that my mom was watching, but my sister was watching at the time, and the kid fell asleep, and I fell asleep, and I stepped on the kid trying to get up. I didn't know the baby was right there. Like, oh my gosh, what is that?
Stepping on a baby's bad. Kind of horrifying, too.
Terrible.
Yeah, not good.
Baby was okay.
Baby, go. Well, that's the good news.
Baby's doing great these days. Baby's got to be in its 20s. 30s.
Baby's doing better than you.
Definitely.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, so I think I would put venomous snake number 1, or maybe bear trap, but I don't know who's got a bear trap randomly in their home. Hopefully that's not it, but yeah, that'd be the only thing I could think be worse than stepping on a venomous snake.
Yeah, venomous snake, I think,
It's got to be
wins.
number 1.
Yeah, it's got to, because you can die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. All right, anything else you want to throw into the mix, you can always text us, call into 877-979-WRMF. Yeah, a lot of people are saying, because we were talking about the bufo toads yesterday, a lot of stories about those things apparently been breeding like crazy. People are saying, yeah, I got them like all over my house. I'm squishing them between my toes.
Did you hear any last night or this morning?
No, I haven't heard any. And I don't know if it's, I mean, mainly they've been talking about them in Palm Beach Gardens. So,
These are just gardens, bufo toads?
I don't know. I assume they're probably everywhere, but that's where the story's coming out of, that people have been snapping photos of these bufo toads, baby bufos, like just all over the place, all over Palm Beach Gardens.
Well, baby bufos grow up to be big bufos.
Well, absolutely, yeah.
If there's babies, there's mama and papas.
That's right. So it only going to get worse, probably. So you can drop those stories on us. Coming up here in a few, tonight's Powerball night, right?
It is.
What are we, about like 750 million?
At least.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was looking around for it today, and I didn't see the updated number, but I thought last we talked about it was about 750.
It's going to be huge. I'll go look.
Okay.
Do you have all the numbers ready to go?
I do. I just have to go buy the tickets.
You know what I was thinking? And here's what I want you to do. I was like, do we ignore the universe?
No.
Yes, I think we do, my friend. I think there's signs always around us that we walk by and ignore.
We shouldn't ignore the universe.
I agree. Okay, now I agree with both of you, but I think we do. And I'm kind of wondering if all this cosmicness floating around us, if maybe sometimes we're missing things. Like, is the universe trying to tell us the Powerball numbers? If we just start looking around, what are the biggest numbers that are floating around today? Like, I started noticing, I was like going like, Jussie Smollett, even, just for instance, 16 felony offenses, 48 years in prison. Those are two numbers. That is the universe just, in a sense, in these stories that are around us, throwing these numbers saying, hey, dum-dum, pay attention. I'm giving you the Powerball numbers. But we're not even noticing because we're just so caught up in life that we're not even thinking about it. What are the biggest numbers that are floating around today that maybe the universe is trying to tell us? Those are two I just pulled out of the air. I was like, did the universe just give me those numbers for the Powerball tonight?
This year, it's the KVJ 20th anniversary.
Okay, there you go. See, now it's starting to click.
Okay.
Yeah.
20.
Now it's starting to click. So just think about that. Cosmically, what are the numbers that are most pronounced today? And is there any chance that the universe is actually giving us all Powerball winning numbers, but we're just too blind to see?
Oh, Kev, you're getting deep.
Oh, yeah. Okay, got Powerball action going on tonight. Virginia, did you figure out how much we're going to be making tonight when we win?
Okay, it looks like it's over 700, but it's going up.
Right.
All throughout the day, it's going to go up even more, and then right before, when there's a big rush on tickets, it could get as high as 800.
Okay. Wow, so we don't even know. So we know it's at least going to be over 700 million tonight for the Powerball.
Yes.
And that's, at least I know it was in the top 8 of biggest jackpots ever. So if it keeps growing, it could be like top 5 probably.
Estimated 750, but it could be more.
Okay. All right. Hey,
That's
I'll take
huge.
it. I'll take it.
I mean, even if you have to split it with a few people.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, do we ignore clues from the universe?
Yes.
And it's just like right in our face, and we're just so busy, like in our phones, with our kids, our partners, whatever, that we're just ignoring all these things, and they're going, "Hey, dum-dum, I'm playing it right in front of your face."
Since you've done this, I've been really trying to rack my brain here. I think I got a number for you.
Okay.
Okay. On March 30th, 30.
Mm-hmm. It's March 27th.
Hazelnut M&Ms drop for the first time, and they're a new flavor. A lot of buzz about this in the junk food community. March 30th, 30. Write it down.
Okay.
Hazelnut M&Ms.
Yeah.
Hazelnut spread M&Ms. They're dual, dog.
You can't taste nothing, dog.
On the 30th, I hope. It's a big deal. Okay, so that's a terrible idea. Kevin's were great.
Kevin's were great.
The Jussie Smollett case we're putting down, but not the
16
M&Ms.
counts. He got off on all of them.
Yeah, it was facing 48 years. I mean, as I started seeing that, I'm like, well, like these big, and that's a huge story. I mean, that's massive. Not to downplay hazelnut M&Ms, but yeah, I mean, it just seemed like, hey, these numbers are parked right in front of my face.
Hazelnut M&Ms.
Is that what it was?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
It's
okay.
hazelnut spread.
Where'd you find this guy?
Where did I find this guy?
He found us, oddly enough.
I
Hey,
did.
Yeah.
Your shirt's on backwards. You want to fix that?
Is it really? No, it's, damn it.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
All right. Any other ideas?
No, I'm good for the day. I'm good. Here's another number, 2. My heart's broken in 2.
Oh.
Yeah,
fix
you know
your
what?
shirt.
Somebody actually was texting in. They said last night on Housewives. What is Housewives?
So, Housewives of...
Is there a Housewives that's on now?
Yeah,
I assume there always
New
is.
York,
Okay.
Beverly Hills, they're both on right
Well,
now.
whenever the random ones last night, they were talking about the number 8. 8 representing infinity. I don't know. Is that big enough to say that's one of the cosmic numbers?
We're gonna go ahead and say that, and hazelnut spread M&Ms gets laughed out of the studio. Come on, y'all. What are we doing?
Okay, I like 1648. Those are two numbers definitely thrown at us. Virginia threw out the number 20, saying, hey, we are getting to our 20th anniversary. Of the
KVJ, 20
Yeah.
years, Bird.
That could be a number that's just dropping right on you.
20 years, Hazelnut.
Yeah.
I like that nickname, actually.
Hazelnut.
I do. I don't hate it.
That works for you?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, so what are the numbers that it just feels like maybe the universe is throwing at us right now that we need to pay attention to? What else is big in the news that has a number that is attached to it where you say, okay, this is it. Hello, universe is trying to say, look, I'm giving you guys the numbers. If you just look around, they're right there. So that's what we're going to do today. If you have something that comes up and be like going, oh my gosh, this is a universal number that we need to play for the Powerball, you let us know. By the end of the show, we're going to put together our numbers. Right now, I think we got to go 16 and 48. Those are two numbers that just jumped out at me. It's like the universe is saying, Kev, got to play these. I think 20 could be in there.
I think 30 should be.
And we're not just buying one ticket here, so we can keep throwing out numbers. I plan to buy like at least $20 worth of tickets.
Okay. Universe is talking. Are we listening? Let us know. 877-979-WRMF. Got Lydia on here. We were talking about the universe trying to give us Powerball numbers.
Yes.
And it kind of came to me today because as I was reading the Jussie Smollett story about just kind of getting an idea of, again, what he dodged. 16 felony counts and a possible 48 years in prison.
Whoa.
And he did 2 days of, hey, I went out and raked some leaves. Cool. Good for you, man. I mean, what a great deal he got out of the whole thing. But the numbers 16 and 48 were jumping out at me. I was like, maybe is the universe trying to give me these Powerball numbers to share with our audience so that we could all be filthy rich? I don't know. I mean, just look around you. How many numbers are dancing on your face? Somebody said, hey, Kev, your twins just turned 21 yesterday.
Oh, that's right. 21.
Like, see, when you really stop to break it down and think about it, you're like, okay, maybe there's numbers that is just dancing on my face and I'm just ignoring them.
The number 25 is jumping out at me. You know why?
No.
97.9. Take all those numbers and add it up. Boom, 25. We are listening to 97.9, 25.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Okay.
Oh, Virginia, you got nothing. All you're doing over there is writing in your stupid calendar.
Your stupid calendar.
The calendar that makes sure you show up at your events.
So.
Lydia's on here from Plantation. She's got an idea on this. Okay, so you have a Powerball strategy where we let the universe come up with the 5 numbers for it, but then how do we pick the Powerball? What was your thought on this, Lydia?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, because your phones are a little sketchy sometimes. I thought I was gone.
Always.
All right, so here's the strategy.
Okay.
Once you know that these are your numbers, you have to play a ticket for every Powerball possibility. So if there's 60 Powerball numbers, you have to play the $2 each ticket. It's $120. A good investment, but you're guaranteed to get that Powerball, so you don't have to worry about those odds.
Okay. All right. So the Powerball, we're not going to leave that to chance because there's not one overall number that's just bam. You got obviously, this is clearly the Powerball. So you do have to drop a little bit of cash. You cover your bases. You play every Powerball number with the 5 mystical numbers. We've got at least a good solid, at least for me, I've got a good solid 3 that it's like, okay, the universe is jumping out and saying, hey, here's 3 numbers to play.
Yeah, Powerball's definitely going to be 25. It is.
You think?
The Powerball will be 25.
Okay. So
with confidence.
Whatever you're feeling with your own confidence, is the universe speaking to you and giving you the numbers?
Do you believe in hazelnut?
Yes. Jaybird's got his 25 and 30 based on M&Ms and the math adding up our frequency.
I'm going to play 30 for the M&Ms, and if it comes up, we all owe you an apology.
That would be a first and amazing. That would be good. Yeah, if either one of those numbers come out, I want a sincere apology public tomorrow.
You will get it,
All right.
especially if we win the Powerball. I'll kiss your ass all day.
Here's a couple numbers for you. Celebrity birthdays. Jessie J did that song Domino. She's turning 31 today. Fergie is 44. Your girl Mariah Carey is 49 today, Virginia.
Fergie and Mariah Carey have the same birthday.
Yes, they do. I know, right?
I did not know that.
Look at the universe there.
Two of my sassy favorites.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, with that, you might want to say 49 should be your number for Mariah Carey's birthday, Virginia.
Oh, that's not a bad choice.
See, that's what I'm saying. The universe is chucking numbers at us constantly. We're completely ignoring them. Think of how many Powerballs you could have won. And then Quentin Tarantino's turning 56. He's got a new movie that's going to be coming out. It's got Brad Pitt and Leo DiCaprio in it. Have you seen the previews on it?
Let me guess. It's violent?
Looks like it could be very violent, yeah.
What's it about?
It's like Leo DiCaprio is a big movie star, and I think it goes kind of like back to maybe like the 70s stuff, which is, Quentin Tarantino loves that that era.
Sure.
And then I think Brad Pitt is like his stunt double. I don't know what they're going to do with that, but that's... I think
It'll be
kinda,
weird and
yeah,
trippy.
I think that's kind of the basis of it. Got to say, big, awesome, happy 8th birthday shout out to Preston from Dad, Mommy, Brandon, and Cameron.
Preston.
Also, Ivan turning 51. From your wife, Judy, son, Jason, and daughter, Elena. And happy 6th birthday, Lucas. That is from Mommy and Papi.
Kev, may I wish a happy birthday? I blew it yesterday. One of my best friends, Frank Torrey. You guys know my buddy Frank.
Oh, yeah, I saw Frank on St. Patty's Day.
He's a baseball coach for Indian River. Just great dude. His son had a birthday yesterday, Gavin, and he listens to the show. So, Gavin, happy birthday. Sorry I missed it yesterday.
Woo,
Very
Gavin.
cool. Very cool stuff. All right, got a birthday you want to get on the KVJ Show? Easy to do. All you got to do is just send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. Coming up here in just a couple minutes, if you had to rank out South Florida's greatest scandals, what would be in the top 5? We got the Robert Kraft. Is that one of the greatest scandals we've had?
When I was a little kid, I remember that the whole Kennedy rape trial that was on Palm Beach. It was such a big story, and as a little kid, I didn't really understand what was going on, but it was everywhere.
It's bigger than the Robert Kraft.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, so that would rank higher. What else are we missing? If you had to say South Florida's greatest scandals.
I mean, the Virginia Sinicki Pink Eye trials. That was
Sinicki.
Sinicki. Yeah.
Sinicki. That's up there too. Yeah. Okay, put that down. Well, we're talking a little bit about Robert Kraft's story. He's going to be going to jury trial. That's what he wants. I think for the NFL, he's trying to get complete exoneration of his little rub and tug incident that happened at the massage parlor in Jupiter. And hey, yeah, probably the wise thing to do. A little bit of a scandal, got us on the map a bit, but we've been on the map before. It's South Florida, baby. We've been on the map for a lot of crazy scandalous things. If you had to rank out top 5, what would you say top 5 biggest scandals in South Florida history?
The voting.
How would they go? Yeah, voting debacle in 2000 between George W. Bush and Al Gore. That is big. The Kennedy rape trial that happened in Palm Beach back in, I think, the 90s. So when that was going down, that was on CNN like every single day. I remember that's when it made the blue dot famous. Remember that? They had the blue dot over. The one thing is they're trying to protect identities in the trial. That was kind of the big thing that came out of that.
What about the whole Elian Gonzalez thing?
That was a big one,
That was massive.
Yes, I would put that up there as well. In fact, I think probably this is where you're maybe like splitting hairs is what is bigger, and it'd probably be somebody that maybe knows South Florida a little bit more. What had more of an impact, the Kennedy rape trial or the Elian Gonzalez story?
Now, does it have to be kind of like an ongoing scandal, or can it be an incident that everyone knows South Florida about?
It could be just an incident. I think it's whatever it is. It's a scandal that ranks, you know, as the most memorable.
It's hard for people who don't live in Florida not to bring up the bath salts and the thing down in Miami with the eating the face of that guy.
Oh,
That was a big one, man.
Yeah, that you could probably put on there. The Versace murder.
Yeah.
They just made a special about that on TV.
They did. I watched it. It was pretty good.
Yeah. If I had to rank out right now, my top 5, and maybe I'm missing something here. This is what I'm asking for. Remind me. My top 5 goes the hanging Chad thing that happened with the voting debacle in the presidential election of 2000, Kennedy rape case 2, Elian Gonzalez 3, Versace 4. Right now I'm putting Robert Kraft at 5, but that could probably easily be bumped down.
Chat room's got some good ones. They've got the Casey Anthony trial and all that. They also have
was that here or was that was Orlando, wasn't it?
Orlando, yeah.
Yeah,
And then
so that
you've
wouldn't
got
be South Florida.
The Adam Walsh murder back in the day. That was a big story. That led to a lot of stuff. You know, John Walsh ended up getting America's Most Wanted. Things started to change after that. They made a movie about it.
Where was Adam Walsh from?
The Hollywood, Florida. In fact, we used to work by the mall where that happened, by that Sears.
Right. Okay.
That was a big deal. If you lived in South Florida back in the early 80s, the Adam Walsh case was huge, and it turned into a national thing.
It was huge everywhere.
Yeah.
I remember being a kid and being freaked out by that story, and I was in Louisiana.
Big time.
We got Ian on here from North Palm Beach with one to throw into the mix. And my phones will not let me pick him up, but I'll let you know that he said the Ziles trial in Jupiter, where the parents killed their kid.
Ooh.
Or is it the other way around where the kid killed the parents?
I don't know. If I could pick them up, I could tell you, but I can't. The phones are broken. So.
Our phones break every week.
Yeah, they do. Hey, who needs phones for a call-in radio show? Yeah, so some people are saying the Tiger Woods. The only thing about the Tiger Woods, he got pulled over for the DUI, but the whole thing that happened with him, that was Windermere. That was
Orlando. The good stuff.
Oh,
the golf club through the window of the car.
That was Orlando?
That was Orlando,
Okay.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When he got pulled over most recently, it was here, but it wasn't as juicy as Elon chasing him with a golf club.
How far north do you cut off to where it's South Florida? Is it?
I'd say probably like around Vero. That's usually the cutoff to me for South Florida, about that area. Somebody said Anna Nicole Smith dying at the Hard Rock.
It was a big story.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I guess that's what I'm kind of confused. Is it a story like that? That's not really a scandal.
Scandal, right?
Mm-hmm. Marjorie Stoneman Douglas shooting at the high school.
The Dadeland Mall murders.
What was that story?
I think that wasn't that the Cocaine Cowboys.
Is that where they went and they gunned them down? I saw that in that special. Yeah, where they came and they had the machine guns and they started spraying down the front.
I mean the whole cocaine, drug trafficking in the 70s and 80s here in South Florida.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's no more coke here in South Florida. It was just the 70s and 80s.
It's all gone, huh?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I didn't know that. Yeah, I think that probably. Oh, somebody's saying the Bernie Madoff.
Oh yeah,
that's true. That's right.
And what is that one guy? He was that old rich dude that had apparently the mansion sex dungeon or whatever. Who's that guy? What's his name?
Oh, I can see.
But since I don't know his name, I wouldn't put that in the top 5. But you're right. I see it every now and then pop up in the papers.
Rachel's got a good one. I guess it was a scandal that DePolito woman hiring the cop.
Dalia DiPolito.
That was a big story.
Was that? I guess it was big nationally because what's her name handled it every night.
They did. That was on all of those CBS morning shows and all that.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't know if there's anything that bumps into the top 5 from what I'm seeing of what I had.
It's cool to hear all this stuff that's gone on here.
There's been a lot of fascinating Dateline type stories that have happened here in South Florida.
If you break it down with all the murders and all that stuff, we'd be here all day. There's so many unsolved weird murder cases here in South Florida.
Yeah, but stuff that got the most national attention. Yeah, that's what I got for the top 5. Anything else to add to it? You can hit us up, 877-979-WRMF, on South Florida's greatest scandals of all time. Coming up here in a few, we got some fun stuff to do, including a little headphone karaoke. Going to be bringing that back, and what we've got is our own little poll right now to find South Florida's best celebrity. You can go and vote for that online at kvjshow.com right now. We've got an elimination coming up tomorrow. We're going to get to our Sweet 16 for us tomorrow, so go vote on that today. And what we're going to do for headphone karaoke today is you've got to perform an artist from that list. Keep in mind you got Pitbull and Flo Rida. Olivia Newton-John is on there. Gloria Estefan.
Question.
Yes.
Are we doing pairs as a team, or are we doing individual?
Individual.
Okay.
Individual today.
All right.
So pick an artist from that, and that's what we're going to get for a little headphone karaoke coming up in a bit.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Talking about South Florida's greatest scandal, ranking the top 5 on those. And my top 5 list, I don't know that it's changed even with the suggestions, but the election debacle of 2000 in Palm Beach County, the Kennedy rape case in Palm Beach in the 90s, Elian Gonzalez that happened pretty much right about the same time as the voting debacle. Boy, South Florida was hot then.
Yes, it was.
Right when it got to town. I'm like, oh, man, this place is jumping. The Versace murder right about the same time, too. You got the Robert Kraft story that is out there right now, but somebody said, hey, don't forget about the Wellington Clown murder. Remember that? He's had a break in that case?
You're right.
That was a big one, too. So, yeah, that might, bump out the Robert Kraft, possibly. Though that's kind of a big story right now. So
that's a huge scandal. That is. That's got to be in the top 5. And it's now.
Feels like it, at least. And I'm trying to say, okay, because I'm talking about of all time. Am I putting it in the top 5 just because it's now? Or is it legitimately when it's all said and done in 10 years where we look back and say, yeah, that was huge?
Well, when he wins, it's going to be like,
right. That's what I figured. That's why I don't know if it's going to be that big a deal. I think the Wellington Clown murder is going to wind up bigger. Jeffrey Epstein is the guy I was singing about on Palm Beach.
Yes.
Yeah, somebody said I read James Patterson's true crime story about him called Filthy Rich, and I was fascinated and disgusted all at the same time. More disgusted. What a sicko. So that's the Palm Beach guy, Jeffrey Epstein. And somebody said, you forgot one. To me, the biggest scandal is whether or not Denny's cat is actually talking.
It's controversial.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you did KVJ scandals, now that really will blow the roof off this thing.
Oh, we got a few.
Pink lies.
Yeah.
Denny's cat doesn't really talk.
Who is
Yeah.
Jay Bird dating?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Why is it a secret?
It's not a secret. I'm not dating anybody. Shut up.
Again, that's we talked about yesterday what gets us the most triggered and the quickest.
That's it.
Yeah. We're going to be doing another round of headphone karaoke. Now, what we do, we strap on the headphones, and we can't hear our own voices. That means the singing usually is not very good. The topic we're going to be doing today is South Florida artists. Now, these are artists that are either from here or they currently have a home here. That's what's got to be the category. So, like Ariana Grande would work because she's from here. Gloria Estefan would work because she lives here.
You're going to sing Thank You next?
I was thinking about doing Gloria Estefan, but in Espanol.
Oh my gosh! If you that would make my day.
A tender song, anything but you. Anything but anything for you, not anything but you. A different type of song. Anything but
Anything
you.
but you.
That's a breakup song.
That's not a really good
Anything but you.
Anything for you.
It's amazing how one word can really just change the whole tone of a song. Yes. All right. All right. Well, we got the kind of our own March Madness brackets that are going on right now. Trying to find South Florida's best celebrity. You can go to kvjshow.com and vote on your favorites. Tomorrow we get to our Sweet 16, even though the NCAA is already there. No real major upsets. In fact, no real close races from what I can see. If you want to look at any kind of possible upsets, Jimmy Buffett's thrashing Howard Stern. I didn't think Howard Stern's going to do that poorly in this thing, but he's getting whooped by the Buffett.
I mean, he's so like New York. I mean, he's not South Florida.
At all.
He's got a house here, but you never like really see him out like partying or doing anything like
Yeah, I don't think he parties. He goes to Palm Beach Grill a good bit. I think that's kind of where he hangs, but yeah.
Is Jimmy Buffett a good one to do for headphone karaoke?
Could be.
you don't like Buffett.
If you like Buffett.
You need to do
He's
Olivia.
easy to sing.
You
That's
need
why I
to
would say
do
it's
what's
good.
in your heart.
I don't know, man. I was just trying to do that slow anything for you in Espanol, and it was muy mal. Very bad.
Very bad?
Very bad.
Very bad. Okay.
It's slow, too.
Slow and Spanish.
It's not gonna be. I don't know if it's the right move.
I kind of liked it.
You like that? All right.
You're doing something awful.
Yeah, it just means you'll lose.
It's gonna be terrible.
Vanilla Ice, one of the artists, could be. Somebody wants to jump in and do Ice Ice Babe. He's taking down Rosie O'Donnell right now in our bracket.
Kind of predictable, right?
It might be too easy.
I think we've done it many times. That's the only other thing with it. You got Olivia Newton-John thrashing Joe Namath heading to the next round.
She's got a lot of songs too.
Yeah.
You've been singing that Suddenly song all week.
Nobody knows it though. Physicals. That was she had a big hit with "Let's Get Physical." That was a big one. Everyone knows that song.
Xanadu.
Yeah. I don't think anyone knows Xanadu over or under the age of 50.
Tiger Woods is taking down Mark Anthony, but you could do a Mark Anthony song. Gloria Estefan is whooping up on Jennifer Lopez right now. J-Lo is about ready to get knocked out of the tournament.
Jay Bird from the Block. Do a little J-Lo song.
Yeah. You got Kid Rock getting thrashed by The Rock. Dwayne Wade is whooping up on Bruce Springsteen. I might do a little Born in the USA, actually.
Oh, that should be great for your voice.
Down, it'll never stop.
Blown out. Bruce Springsteen, he's got that constipation voice.
This bit is not good for either one of your voices.
Ariana Grande is getting whooped by Enrique Iglesias. You can do Bailamos.
Bailamos.
We dance.
Tonight we dance.
Thank you. Next.
Okay, and then you got Pitbull versus Flo Rida. Pitbull is whooping up on Flo Rida, but that's two other artists that you could do a song for in the headphone karaoke. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Denny's is in here with the iPad. How we looking? We got it all ready to go?
Yeah, ready to go for you guys.
All right, all right. Okay. Well, we got the lyrics here. It's basically about 30 seconds that you're going to be singing here. Now, you're going to be strapped into headphones, so you cannot hear your own voice. No. So all you're going to be hearing is an a cappella performance. I'm going to be listening to Bruce Springsteen here, and I'm coming off the bronc, and you're right. I forgot about how tough this is going to be on my voice.
Don't lay up. Just don't lay up.
I'm not going to lay up. I'm not going to lay up here.
You better get us chanting USA after this performance.
Okay. Let's get it going here. Fire me up, Denny's. Let's do it. Born down in a dead man's town. The first kick I took was when I hit the ground. Left like a dog when you beat too much, till you spend half your life just to cover it up. Now, born in the USA, I was born in the USA. I was born in the USA. Born in the USA now.
USA!
USA!
Yeah.
USA!
That's
USA!
Oh my God.
Your poor voice.
Screaming.
Your poor voice.
You had like steroid face.
I was trying to channel, you know, the boss himself.
Sure.
I mean, Bruce Springsteen, he looks like he is very constipated when he sings.
He sounds it too. He's like,
Yeah. Kid, I wish I could take myself a poo now. That's what I was trying to do. Okay, that's my performance here on Headphone Karaoke. Virginia, what are you doing today?
I'm doing Enrique.
Oh,
Bailamos.
We dance.
Tonight. We
Okay.
dance.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Tonight we dance. I leave my life in your hands. We take the floor.
Okay.
Nothing is forbidden anymore.
That's right. Come on, bring it.
Don't let the world go outside. Don't let a moment go by.
Bring it.
Nothing can stop us tonight. Bailamos. Let the rhythm take you over. Bailamos. Te quiero, amor mío. Bailamos. Wanna live this night forever. Bailamos. Te quiero, amor mío. Te quiero, amor mío. Tonight. It wasn't good?
we loved it.
It felt so good.
Yeah, I know. You did. I felt good, too.
Listen to all the dogs in the neighborhood.
This is where we got to wait for the judges. This is where it's going to get real here in a minute.
I couldn't hear it, but it felt good.
South Florida artist, Jaybird, what are you doing here today?
I'm Gloria Estefan, anything for you in Espanol, the entire thing.
Are you doing anything for you or anything but you?
Anything for
but
you. It's in my head.
Anything but you. Okay. You got it ready to go here? Doing some headphone karaoke? Jaybird's got the headphones in, can't hear his own voice.
I got to go low.
What are you doing? Is it going to be in Spanish, too?
The whole thing's being Spanish.
Oh, really? Oh, man, this is great.
Yeah, Virginia just did a little bit at the end.
Yeah. Yeah. I love this.
No te adoro, solo pienso en ti. Jamás comprendí cómo te pediré. Desquido todo, termino. Yo sé que no advocato. No rencor a ti. Pudiendo finger cuando te vio. Guarda cono masi la dondo. What? Is it 30 seconds?
What is it? Wait, what's going on?
Danny's just got the English version
Well, I
going.
pulled
We're
the
trying to
English-
sing Spanish.
I pulled the English version because I figured that's what we were
Spanish.
doing.
It's so hard. I can't.
Yeah, why don't you try the English version?
I can't. That takes away the performance.
Well, I don't know that you're taking. I don't know you can take anything away from what you just
It's
did.
starting pretty low.
It's impossible to sing Spanish when you got English coming in.
It's gotta be hard.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think maybe you should just try it in because not necessarily. I mean, I'm not a true native Spanish speaker. I'm not sure if you're doing it justice.
It's English in my earphones.
Yeah, so I think why don't you try to make sure your lyrics match up with
It's gonna be brutal.
what you're reading.
Did Denny set you up to lose?
Yeah, you guys got to get on the same page. Like, you're singing Spanish, he's bringing you English.
Oh, man.
I just assumed English was going to be the language of choice.
I kind of thought so, too. He went very big when he went all Spanish.
Do you want English? I think I blew it. I think I lose.
No, I want to hear
All right.
I want to hear it. To me, it's about the performance.
Okay. Anything for you, though you're not here. Since you said we're through, it seems like years. Time keeps traveling on and on, and forever's been and gone. But
You got choked up. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. What are you doing? I think I'm out. I can't. I'm too sick, man.
Okay. Do what you could there. All right. Okay. We got 3 performances. I don't want to cut anybody short. Is anybody else going to step up here for Headphone Karaoke today, Denny's?
You want to sing, Denny's?
Okay.
Don't let us get in your way now.
All right. Well, we got 3 performances to grade and judge here. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763.
Boy, talk about a backfire.
Well, I think they got to grade you on when you were able to sing in English. That's what you got to grade Jaybird on. Not when he had the coughing fit or not when he had that feeble attempt at Spanish.
I mean,
Yeah.
no disrespect to the Spanish language. I was listening to English the whole time. That's why.
You think you would have done better if it was matching up?
I know I would have done better.
Okay, all right.
C.
C. You're saying C. Okay.
Si, senor.
877-979-WRMF. Who did the worst performance? Let us know now. Okay, got the reviews in from our Headphone Karaoke performances from just a minute ago.
I should have lost.
You think so?
Definitely. I mean, Butch, I didn't even know what was going on the first song.
It's not your fault that you're sick, baby. Don't be so hard on yourself.
I don't know. Let's see if Bridget agrees here from Palm Beach Gardens. I'm going to have to just read what she said because my phone still don't work.
Oh.
Bridget can call my cell phone, and then I can put her on speaker through the microphone
You can hold up your cell phone to the microphone.
to really make us sound super low budget.
The power of radio. She said, Bird the worst. Okay,
Yeah,
she
I was the
agreed.
worst.
I don't know, though, because I'm looking at some of the text comments here. And Virginia, I think, might have gotten a majority of them.
Yours was bad. The only thing I was like the drunkest person at the party. Unfortunately, you were second drunkest. That's why you don't lose. I don't think.
It just felt so good in my head. When you can hear just nothing but Enrique,
Yeah.
you think that you sound like Enrique.
I was not prepared. I was not prepared to sing Gloria in English at all.
Yeah, somebody said, let me see some of the comments for you, Jaybird. No bueno. Intentalo de nuevo en la inglés.
What does that mean?
I believe that is no good. Try again in English.
That was even worse.
Yeah, okay. Some of the ones for Virginia. Virginia was singing and Jason was making his animal noises. My 3-year-old daughter said, Mommy, this song hurts my ears.
Aw.
I'm sorry, children.
This poor. Yeah, I'm sorry, children too.
Another text comment said, Virginia's singing made me nauseous. Someone else said, Virginia sounded like an alley cat. Baila no. Someone else said, my dogs just started barking and they died 2 years ago.
Aw.
Sorry, Vicious V. Okay.
Are we bringing this back as a regular feature?
Yeah, I think we probably will.
Next week, we got to bring the thunder. This is the first week back, baby.
You're right. We weren't prepared.
And for me, somebody said if Kev would have gone any harder, he would have pooped his pants. And I think that's true, and I'm not even sure if I didn't.
That was kind of your motivation, I feel like.
Yes.
Pooping your pants.
That's what I was going for, yes. So there you go. Virginia, I think, is the official loser, actually, today, based on votes.
Really?
Yes.
I don't feel right. The witch was not worse than me.
I hear you, but I think Denny's would probably agree on the votes that we got. We got another one. Jocelyn had called in from West Palm, said Virginia the worst, and said Jaybird best in Spanish. You actually got to vote for the best. I don't know.
It doesn't. It seems like some home cooking. I grew up in these parts, Virginia.
Maybe it's single girls that want to hook up with you.
I don't know. Well, they don't now after that performance.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Week 1, Virginia, I guess. The official loser headphone karaoke. Coming up here in just a couple minutes, I saw an interesting story about Justin Timberlake. He was in a concert. He was doing his little performance. And somebody was wearing a T-shirt that caught his eye. It said, Justin Timberlake is my safe word.
Oh.
So he stopped the show and he said, so you just yell out my name and whatever freaky stuff you're doing, you just have to stop? And that was kind of the cool thing that came from it. Now, they probably were inspired by this game that Justin and his wife Jessica Biel were playing on with Jimmy Fallon on The Tonight Show, where it was revealed that Justin's safe word is pineapple. And so I think that's where they kind of like did a little play on it. And hey, it got his attention, right? And he calls you out in concert. How cool is that, right?
I wonder what Justin Timberlake's doing in the bedroom that he needs a safe word.
And see, that just rattled me a little bit because I'm like going, okay, I don't have a safe word. Am I in the minority? How many couples out there have a safe word and what is it? That's why I just want to know. I want to get this perspective today, so that's why I'm calling out to the audience. Let me know, am I weird that I don't have a safe word? And if I did, what kind of safe words would I want to be using? I would think it would be something simple, like dog, cat, something I can quickly, easily get out, even if I'm in pain and agony. That's what I would think.
What are you doing in the bedroom that you need a safe word?
Well, I mean, probably something kinky. You are all vanilla over there. You don't know about safe words, mama.
Okay, well, why don't
Okay.
you tell us then?
What's your safe word?
Llama. Remember?
Llama.
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 You're using it right now. Somebody said, tell Kevin he needs to have sex for the first time to have a safe word.
Oh.
Point taken. It's not needed.
You don't need a safe word when you're cleaning the house.
Somebody said, safe words are a must-have. See, this is fascinating. I figured I was going to learn from this segment here.
If you're somebody that, again, is a little bit more experimental and having a little bit more fun
Yeah.
in the bedroom,
Right.
if you're just going, mish with the lights out, you probably don't need a safe word.
This text says, mine is cantaloupe. I recommend going with a fruit you don't like. Because, see, I think that would be it. You got to say a word that you would never use. And so maybe finding a fruit that you don't like that you would never say is a safe word is a good idea. Because
That would be good for you. Apple pie! Or anything that's,
that I would not ever eat.
chicken tenders!
Okay. Someone said, our safe word is toaster strudel.
Toaster strudel.
Toaster
Okay.
strudel.
That's a long one.
That is, yeah, I feel like that's,
Toaster strudel, toaster strudel!
yeah. Someone else says ours is Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
That's funny.
Okay, Oklahoma. Someone says ours is Oprah. Oprah. You know what? That probably takes you out of the mood pretty quickly. Yeah, so apparently a lot of people have these. It's crazy.
Sounds like people are having some fun sex out there.
Yeah. Okay, enough that you got to have that safe word. So there you go. Somebody said ours is Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box.
You and Panda don't have one.
No, I mean, we wouldn't need one.
Because you're not doing anything.
There's nothing unsafe.
I mean, don't think, it's like so unsafe. It's just to a point where you're like, oh, I don't know, stop. Llama or whatever. What would your word be?
I don't know.
You wouldn't-
I mean, I can't even fathom why I would ever need one.
It's so funny hearing you and Kevin talk about this.
I guess I'm a gentle love.
You both, which is shocking to me, by the way.
I take all my aggression out on you.
It's the only time she's gentle is in the bedroom.
Like, you are a person I would think would have a safe word, but you do not. It's so bizarre.
Should I?
As soon as sex is about to happen, she just like lays back like a lamb.
So Panda
Pops up like a wolf.
Panda needs a safe word for you when you are drunk, when you are like attacking him and going,
What good is that going to do?
That's true.
Yeah.
What good is that going to do? Take that word and shove it.
You're right.
I would never respect a safe word.
No, you would not.
Okay, I got some kinky questions on deck here. We're going to do a little raise your hand poll and also find out. It's kind of a polling of the KVJ show. The members here, we got 4 of us here in the studio going to be taking this, and I'll even throw suits in, so 5. We're going to find out some stuff that we probably shouldn't be talking about. Have you stolen anything in the last year? Anybody stolen anything? We're going to find that out. Yeah. Do we have any thieves amongst us?
I
Want to find that out? You think somebody in here stolen?
I do.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sticky fingers.
Half the KVJ show?
At least.
At least. Wow. Okay. All right. Do you know anybody that's currently cheating on their significant other?
Are we playing the game now?
In a second. I'm kind of letting you know, warming you up to like what we're going to find out here. Like, are you currently like yep? I've had it moments in my life, yeah.
I have too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think
tough.
currently. I don't think.
Okay.
All your friends currently go, they don't know which one you're talking about, so everyone thinks it's the, are you talking about me?
And I also want to find out who on the KVJ show, how many of us have had sex with an inanimate object?
Okay, I mean,
A table leg.
Okay.
I mean, or a couch.
Who's that?
I see the line of questioning.
Okay. Just some of the things we're going to find out about the KVJ show. That's going to be coming up in minutes right here.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
A lot of people are telling me what their safe words are. Guess a lot of people got it. Somebody said, yeah, I used to have a safe word. Also used to be pineapple, but we changed it to Mike Pence last year.
Mike Pence.
Somebody else uses the safe word of Smeagol. And somebody else says, why do we even need safe words? Just say bleeping stop.
Yeah, I know.
You're right. That's probably the easiest.
I think it's more just for, like, fun.
Yes. All right, well, here we go. We got Raise Your Hand Poll. If you're watching KVJ TV on YouTube or KVJShow.com right now, you can see who's answering what. For everybody else, you'll find out a percentage of the KVJ show that answers positively. We'll do the After the Show podcast, though, and talk a little bit more about it. But what percentage of the KVJ show has stolen something in the last year?
Oh.
Stolen something in the last year. Raise your hands. Okay. All right. That's pretty solid. 80% of the KVJ show, only one person has not stolen something in the last year.
And that one person's got a bit of a short-term memory. Let me just say that.
Oh, really? Because, yeah, somebody was actually pointing through the glass at the person not raising their hand like they totally stole something.
Yeah.
What did I'm trying to think.
That is ruining the game.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if I'm the only one, I mean, if I did, I feel bad. I don't know if I stole anything.
Okay. All right. We'll find out on the podcast what we all stole. Yeah, but everybody here, wow. Okay, minus the Saint.
Yeah.
Within a year, guys?
Saint Denny's over here.
80% of us are thieves.
You're boring and annoying.
Do you know anyone who is currently cheating on their significant other?
Okay, this is a weird one because currently could have been a year ago up into a certain point, but then...
Is the affair still going on? Yeah. Is the affair still going on?
And I want some names. That's juicy.
Uh-huh. Yep. You know that, okay, there's a little infidelity that is currently happening in one of your associates' lives. Raise your hand if this applies to you. What percentage of the KVJ show has someone they know that is currently cheating?
I like how Virginia is, oh, who is it? Like, we're going to say their names. Are you insane?
Yes.
I want names.
I want names, and yes, I am insane.
Okay, nobody raising their hand. Okay, that's 0%. 0% of the KVJ show. Have you ever been turned on by a member of the same sex? Raise your hand if you have. What percentage of the KVJ show has been turned on by a member of the same sex? Out of 5 of us, there's one hand up, 20%. Okay. 20% of the KVJ show has been turned on by a member of the same sex. Have you ever had sex with an inanimate object? And someone in the chat room said, could that be like a pocket rocket, fleshlight, that kind of thing? Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
absolutely. Produce, yes. Virginia said earlier, table leg, yes.
Produce, table leg,
yes.
couch.
Yes. Inanimate object. Inanimate object.
Suits better be raising his hand.
Okay. 80% of the show is. 80% of the show raising their hand.
You look through the window and Suits is yelling, no.
He's all organic.
I'm all about the women.
Okay. All right, and the final one, this was actually suggested in the chat room. I'll allow it only because it's topical because of the R. Kelly story. Raise your hand if you've ever had a golden shower. Somebody wants to know if we've ever been R. Kelly'd. Raise your hand.
Is that Suits raising? Oh, it's not.
Why is Suits raising the roof?
People want to know. Anybody on the show? This is the only way I'm going to get that kind of admission of guilt. Thankfully, we have 0%. So there you go.
Thank goodness.
There you go, twisted people.
That's gross.
If you're ever wondering if that's the kind of stuff we do, it is not.
No.
Okay. But we do have some answers to get to. Inanimate objects. What have we been stealing? And some possible lies also.
Yeah.
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 I got to admit, I'm going with the stats that we have, but I don't feel like those stats may be 100% accurate.
Producer Gandhi over here. I don't know.
I'm just trying to think back to it. If you guys know something, let me know. I don't think I've stolen anything, though.
I can write.
All right, look,
Write it
see
down.
Let me
Write it
see.
down.
Are you going to get me on that?
I am gonna get you on. I'm actually gonna totally get you.
Get out of here.
Absolutely.
All right, what?
man,
Okay,
oh,
all
man.
of us have our hands up.
How about
my
this
gosh.
one?
Yeah. More?
Do those count?
Do those count?
Justice.
So all of us steal.
Can we not have some truth around
boy.
here?
Mother
Okay.
Teresa over here.
I didn't think of this. All right.
100% of the KVJ show. That's what we were thinking.
One of us go down, we all go
All
down.
right,
You know
all
it is.
right.
Blood in, blood out.
Yes.
This den of thieves.
Okay. Yeah, some people have got a lot of discrepancies here about the raise your hand poll. Somebody's saying, wait, you guys are saying nobody's done the R. Kelly golden shower thing? Didn't 3 of you golden shower yourselves?
Oh.
But I don't think it was sexual. It was comedic.
It was bizarre, I know that much.
It was bizarre.
It's one of those videos that I need to see
You know
again.
what's weird? That
Oh,
was seriously
man.
our first month or two at RMF. We were doing that pretty early in our run here.
Yeah.
That was an early bit for us.
Miami makes you crazy.
And then all of a sudden we
Wow.
took it off YouTube. We thought it might come back and bite us in the butt.
Okay. All right. Yeah. A lot of people are really on Denny's about his lies and that whole thing. They're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Denny's just top to bottom, just lied. He threw off all the stats.
He did.
We got to throw out all the stats we just came up with because of Denny's lies during the raise your hand poll. So yeah, we'll address that. Don't worry.
I thought all this was anonymous, by the way, guys.
Not so much.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on there. Ow!
Yeah. Got some good stuff going on around South Florida here. Let's check in with the Pizzle, see what's going on there. 29-year-old Andrew Hartman got into a car crash earlier this month. He failed a sobriety test as well on the scene, so he got arrested for a Dewey. And when the cops were looking through his car, they found a bag of fake pee.
Fake pee. What is it? Just yellow water?
Yellow water, yes.
That's weird.
They said, can you tell us what this is all about? What's going on? He's like, all right, it's my wife. Your wife? What? Yeah, she's got a little pee fetish. Really? Okay. Yeah, she likes to role play and, fake bodily fluids kind of come into that. And so the cops go to his wife and they're going, okay, so tell us about your pee fetish. She's like, I don't have a pee fetish. He's lying.
Does he have a pee fetish?
No, he's trying to fake drug tests at work. That's why he's got a bag of pee in there, big liar. So now his wife's mad at him. His job likely is going to find out about this story and fire him, and now he's facing a charge of drunk driving with property damage.
Dummy.
Big dummy. Driving around with his bag of fake pee all hammered. This is a bizarre story, man. There's this dude in his 40s living with his 73-year-old mom who has mannequins in the backyard he's dressing up. Anything sound weird?
Mannequins in the backyard?
Yeah. What's even more weird is he wants his mom to dress him, and she's like, I'm not dressing your mannequins. That's weird and creepy.
What's weird and creepy about this story?
Yeah.
This is a horrifying story. This sounds like a movie plot.
Yeah, mannequins really are creepy.
Yeah, so Ma's like, come on, Ma, dress my mannequins. No, Sal, I'm not dressing your mannequins.
Could you imagine being the neighbor and
What
hearing
a
that?
weird argument.
Kids, it's time to move.
Yes.
So Ma's standing in the doorway, and the son kind of barrels his way in. Ma falls backwards.
Uh-oh.
A scuffle ensues on the floor. He winds up grabbing some dumplings and stuffing them in her mouth.
What?
He's force-feeding dumplings to Ma, who's on the floor. She's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
I want to go on the record. You can force feed me dumplings anytime.
Okay,
Anybody.
all right.
I love dumplings.
Well, weird mannequin dresser takes off running. Luckily, they're able to catch up with him. He's now been charged with aggravated battery on a victim over 65 years old. But
elder abuse. They
Yeah.
will get you for that.
yeah, you can't force-feed Mama dumplings.
What a weird, creepy story.
It is. And
What town is this?
Boynton.
Boynton?
Yeah.
It's too close.
But how bad do you want dumplings right now, though?
I'd get down on some steamed dumplings.
I can get dumplings here stat.
Can you?
I can.
I don't believe you.
Why, you have a dumpling guy?
I don't believe you.
All right, so how long do
30
I...
minutes or less is your limit. I bet you will not have steaming, hot, delicious dumplings here in 30 minutes.
Can you give me till at least the end of the show, till
No.
10? 30 minutes? I can't get them in 30 minutes. I can get them to you in about 45 to an hour.
Okay.
If you can have a dumpling in my mouth in less than an hour, I will make you, when your taste buds come back, I'll make you whatever feast you want. A whole entire day. I am your chef.
Are you ready?
Oh, okay. Yes, I am ready. Oh, I love this challenge.
Okay. On your mark. Get set. And go. Clock is going right now. Okay.
He's leaving.
I got the timer on. I'll keep checking in.
At
He's got-
9:50.
He's got 59 minutes and 51 seconds. I'll keep checking in with David's dumpling clock.
Dumpling clock.
Yes.
This is the important stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Thank goodness.
We waste so much of the company's time, it's not even funny. Yeah?
Oh, the dumpling ball is in motion, my friend.
Ooh. Impressive.
Is there a punishment if I don't get it?
We're going to force feed you dumplings.
Where's the punishment? Force feed me something
I was
else.
going to say, what can I pull from that story? It's a punishment. He would love to have mannequins that we have to dress too.
He loves mannequins
Yeah.
and dumplings.
That's his favorite story of the day. He's like, what's bad about that story? He would love to be this guy's mother. Can you imagine that if his son's like, hey, go out and dress my mannequins and I'm going to force feed you dumplings? He'd be like,
all day?
I'm going to take this hard if I can't get you dumplings now.
Well, you were talking a big game.
Question, am
Yeah.
I allowed to leave the premise to get the said dumplings?
No, you work here.
Technically, dumplings is work. This is kind of...
You said you could get them here. You didn't say you would leave to get them.
I mean, now we're arguing semantics, and that's just silly.
Okay.
We said dumplings by 10.
okay.
Don't take your beautiful face out of this room. We want to look at you.
Tick, tock, tick,
all right.
tock.
You know he hates a TikTok.
Here's another story I'd like to have a little bit more of an explanation about. There's a woman who was naked and running across 6 lanes of traffic on I-95 in Brevard County.
Oh my gosh, girl, what are you doing?
Apparently, she's trying to rescue her dog. How the dog got away, I don't know. Why she was naked, I don't know.
Was she running from a house? And then
I
she
think
just
she's running from a
lived?
car. Yeah, there's a driver that slowed down, took a video, and there's a fully clothed man that was crossing the highway with her. He said they were able to get the dog, and they walked back across the highway to their vehicle. So
Why is she naked?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there are weird things are happening while they're driving, getting a little sexy time, driving down 95.
I mean,
They drove off with the dog, but they don't know why she's naked.
I think the cops should question that couple.
They got to find him first. I don't think they know who it was or what was going on, but the video's out there. You see, I saw like on the news, they have her blurred out.
Was she hot?
I couldn't tell that it blurred too much.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta.
pixelation really, it kind of ruins it because you can't tell if somebody's hot or not.
When you blur just the naughtiest bit.
Thank
and
you.
leave the rest out.
Black box or black dots.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't
Yeah.
do the pixelation.
Well, this is just a fun story I threw in here because of the name of the town it came from. There's a woman in La Cucci. That's a town in Florida. La Cucci, Florida. Have you ever heard of La Cucci?
I haven't.
There's a La Cucci, Florida. She called 911 6 times on Sunday to report her boyfriend wasn't being nice to her. A cop finally showed up at her house to arrest her for misuse of 911. But that's what you got to deal with if you're a cop in Lakuchi.
Huh. Lakuchi sounds like it's in the Panhandle.
Yeah, it's got to be north.
Sounds a little rough.
It's a northern kind of Florida thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's Lakuchi, Florida.
I'd like to drive through it sometime.
Yes, quickly. There's a man in Australia that's suing his former boss for over $1.2 million because of his farting. The 56-year-old guy filed a lawsuit against his former company for bullying him while he was employed there.
Oh.
Now, he's saying his boss was the biggest offender and regularly thrusted his bum and farted in his direction.
All right, so you're fired.
The
man
boss
said-
was doing it.
Yeah.
So, I'm over here doing
I know,
chicken
you're trying to get dumplings.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You just worry about dumplings because your random comments are throwing everything off. Dog leash. What? What?
You just get dumplings, Hazelnut.
Yeah, the man said the boss farted at him 5 to 6 times a day, and it was so bad he had to spray deodorant at his boss.
Wow.
Now, one court threw out the case, but now the guy's appealing. So, who knows? And another bizarre story, international-wise, a woman in China recently gave birth to twins, and each one has a different father. One from her husband and one from the guy she was cheating with.
How is that possible? I thought the whole thing was, oh, if she's pregnant, she can't get pregnant again.
No, it's a rare medical phenomenon called heteropaternal superfecundation.
Easy for you to say.
Not really. Lucky I got it that well. That's what it is. And that's what happened. And now, wow, her cheating has been found out because of this bizarre medical condition.
So will one baby be born before the other? Like you weren't
Yeah,
sleeping with
the
both these guys
gestation.
on the same night, so the gestation's gonna be off. One's gonna be delivered before the other, right? If she goes natural?
A lot of great questions, Virginia.
That's crazy.
I'd like to talk to a medical expert that knows something about that. Or Lakuchi. One or the other. I need some answers.
Or I just don't want a dumpling.
Jaybird, the clock is ticking. Where are we?
Tick,
We
You're
are.
at 54 minutes and 23 seconds.
tick, tock.
Yeah, no, I still believe in this. I
Tick-tock.
still believe in this. I gotta get my strategy together. Dumplings are gonna be here.
Okay.
And-
Clock is ticking.
My fat ass is gonna have some.
Okay. Dumpling time, baby. Tick, tock, tick, tock. The dumpling clock is ticking. Jaybird, where are you right now?
I am in dumpling heaven right now, and so will Virginia be. Trust me.
Yeah.
You'll be getting dumplings before 10 o'clock.
You got 44 minutes.
Yes. Yes, I do. I know. I get it. No, TikTok. I get it.
Tick tock, mama's hungry. Mm-hmm. I
I
want
know.
a little
I love how
dumpling.
all this hustling's going on for the witch.
Yeah.
So annoying. What am I-
But if you get it done, I'm your chef for a day,
Yeah,
dude.
no, you're right.
You can create the menu, and I have to go shopping. I gotta buy it all. I gotta make it all.
As soon as I get my taste buds back, we are having the biggest grilled cheese / pizza party in here.
If you can deliver on your dumpling promise.
I know if I do leave the studio, it's because I have to deal with some things.
Okay. All right. Yeah, and then if you don't get them here, then when they do show up, you have to eat every dumpling in 2 minutes.
I can't taste them, so that's going to be easy.
I don't know. Those things are thick and doughy, aren't they?
Oh, they're so
Tough
thick
to
and
get
doughy.
down. Yeah.
That's what makes them good, Kev.
Yeah. Somebody responded on a text to the woman in China that gave birth to twins, but she had cheated on her husband with another dude. One of the kids was his, one was the dude she was cheating with. It's called heteropaternal superfecundation. Superfecundation. Superfecundation.
I think you did it better the first time.
Yeah, somebody said it's possible. There's just a small timeline where this can happen. Wow. So she must have been with both in under 48 hours.
Oh.
That girl throwing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Hello. And somebody who knows a little bit about Florida geography said, yes, you can go to Lakuchi River Park. It's west of Ocala by Dunedin. So there you go.
Lakuchi?
Yeah,
There's a river in Lakuchi.
there is.
Just hope it's not red.
Yeah, hope not. Yeah, because they got a lot of clay
Yeah.
in the soil up there. Could be. That would be very scary, wouldn't it? I wonder if it's that way all the time or maybe just once a month.
Oh, that's very clever. Very clever.
Have you ever gotten a ridiculous complaint in your job? What would you say is the most ridiculous complaint we've ever got? Somebody complained for something that we did, maybe even customer service, and you're just like going, okay, whatever. Whatever
We
keeps you up
get
at
a lot
night.
of ridiculous ones. I'm trying to think, because you're right, they're different. Some are listener complaints, some are even manager or employee complaints.
I like the other employees that complain. Like, we've gotten in trouble a lot for Jaybird being naked.
I remember there was one time we had put Vicks Vapor Rub in the vents at our old studio, and it went through every other. It was either Vicks.
What do we do that for?
I forget why we were doing that.
We put it in the vents?
We did something to where it.
Why do we do that?
It got.
We're jerks.
It
That
got.
didn't even make sense.
Yeah, I forget why we did that, but it went into a couple people's studios.
Remember that time we started up a lawnmower in the studio and all the gasoline fumes got in the vents?
That
Yeah.
wasn't a good one. Yeah,
They were mad.
They were mad.
real mad about that.
Yeah, that was very early on, though.
They were mad about the hole we put in the wall from human bowling, which I thought was awesome, and that needs to be something we bring back.
I had to pay for that in my own pocket.
There's no holes in these RMF walls, just saying.
In fact, I think there was 2 holes from human bowling. I think I had to pay for one of them, and I think Kevin, you might have had
I
to pay
paid for the other one, yeah. So we slid through the whole wall. Yeah.
It's a great video.
We weren't allowed to go in our old lake because it had poison in it, and
Yeah.
then we ended up going in there, and I shampooed your hair.
Yeah.
We got put in the file for that.
Yeah, those are kind of like inner office. I'm just kind of curious, though, especially if you deal like customer service, things like that, you'll have some kind of interaction with the customer and they call in a complaint and you're like, really? Seriously? That really got you twisted?
I've snapped back at people on social media, and then they tell me they're sending it to Leo. Oh, your ass is
Yeah.
getting fired, buddy. Your whole company's seeing what you've wrote. And
Yeah.
It's never nothing that bad.
See if Denny's can think of anything. What do you got? What's the most ridiculous complaint you've ever received at your job? Most ridiculous complaint. Okay, people complain about everything. We do call them out on Monday, but that's really for people that deserve it. There's a lot of complaints that are just not deserved. And if you ever deal with people and customer service, you probably get ridiculous complaints. Be like, really? That is what is troubling you.
So yeah, Denny's is the guy to probably talk to for this bit because he gets the most ridiculous complaints. A lot of it from what Virginia says.
And a lot of those are valid complaints.
They are.
I stand by my statements.
That's horrifying.
Yes. Somebody complained because we had our toilet paper roll on, quote, backwards. We now have to have labels in all 3 bathrooms with directions on the correct way to put them on the roll so people don't complain about how we have our toilet paper.
Someone texted in that?
Yeah, somebody texted it in. That was a complaint. They got at their job. Some people, like that's the big debate. Do you have the roll of TP going over the roll or under it, which goes against the wall? And so somebody didn't like the way they're putting the TP on their rolls and they complained.
Gotcha.
So they have to put instructions up now for all the employees so they know to put them on right. That's so stupid.
The fact that you would take your time and complain to management about that's insane.
Right?
Yeah.
The only time you should complain is like what happened here when the toilet paper was wet and then
Yeah.
it dried and then it was like all warped and they put it on there. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, that to me seems like a valid complaint.
That's gross.
Somebody said I'm a manager at a hotel. Somebody complained because we had hot and cold faucets. Apparently, they just wanted the one faucet, and they wanted the temperature to come out perfectly. They were having to adjust.
That's ridiculous.
So they're definitely going through something, that person.
I think some people, honestly, are just going through their life. Like, they're going through misery. Like, some people are just, they always complain. It's the worst. If you ever get stuck with a person that is a constant complainer.
They don't realize they're doing it either. It's so ingrained in just who they are. They don't understand that all they're doing is complaining the entire time. It's awful.
Somebody said, I had a customer say, don't close the bag. There was a product sitting on the scale because they didn't want to pay for the air in the bag.
Is that serious?
Oh,
That's
my goodness.
pretty awesome.
Wow. That's some funny stuff. Yeah, somebody said that I used to work at the Better Business Bureau, and I had to file a complaint about a guy who got 4 chicken nuggets in his meal at Burger King instead of 6.
Yeah, fast food's got to hear the most ridiculous complaints ever.
But if you're looking for 6 nuggets and you open up and there's 4,
It's a legit complaint.
tell me you wouldn't be upset.
It's a legit complaint. What are you doing giving 4? Okay, now I'm mad.
Somebody said I'm a hairstylist, and I had a client refuse to get up from a shampoo bowl simply because I didn't massage her scalp long enough. She literally refused to move and screamed at me across the salon, "I want a massage!" Then she complained to my supervisor, and they asked her not to come back.
Could you imagine going back, though, and then having to go massage the person complaining at you?
That'd be awful.
That would be awful.
Car mechanic here, he said a customer complained that I scratched their steering wheel. Okay.
I'd imagine, too, at hair salons or at the barber shop, there's got to be at least one bad haircut where things go down per week, right?
Oh, at least. I think, and the fancier the salon, the more hoity-toity the clientele and the harder they are to please.
I mean, I've gone to places, I don't go to anywhere fancy to get my hair cut.
We can tell.
I go to like Prime Cut, and people still, they're complaining like they're getting, the Palm Beach, treatment. Guys,
you're at Prime
you're
Cut.
at Prime Cut. You know that, right?
Somebody texted in and said, yeah, I work at a vet clinic, and we send vaccination reminders to clients, but we use their animal's name, because it's cute.
Dear Muffy.
Right. Yes, you're
That's
due for your annual
adorable.
vaccination.
Oh, I love that.
Well, we had a guy call and complain that his cat can't read, and that he'd prefer his reminders be addressed to him and not his animal.
Okay, you just have too much free time.
You're kind of a jerk too.
Yeah.
You're poo-pooing on a fun little thing.
That's funny that they send a letter to Muffy.
Somebody said I'm a therapist, and a client called the owner of the company and said that I called her a hippo. In reality, I said it was a violation of HIPAA. She thought I was calling her a hippo, and I actually got written up.
It sucks.
It just,
That really sucks.
Well, you know what does suck is you're going, first of all, this is ridiculous. And then when your management buys into it, like going, I don't know, that it's a HIPAA. What do you want me to say? That's crazy. Love the answers, though. You got a story for us, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. 16 minutes, 43 seconds.
4
Dumplings.
Hey, Denny's, do me a favor. Bring in those dumplings.
Okay.
Whoa.
Looky there.
Boom, chicken dumplings.
Where'd you get them from?
I don't want to reveal my source. I'm a man that
Did you
gets
just call Cracker
things.
Barrel across the street and
I
have
did
it
not.
Uber Eats?
Cracker Barrel does not start eating them or cooking them and giving them out till at 11 a.m.
Really?
No, these definitely have freezer burn. These are from somebody's freezer.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Well, they are more frozen, like a frozen style of a dumpling. It doesn't matter. The bird got chicken dumplings here. They are edible. They are delicious. In
Try it
fact,
out, Virginia. Let's see how delicious they are.
yeah, please. I did all that work.
You did a lot of work to get you those
I
dumplings in
really
under an
did.
hour.
Look at this. Remember at the end of E.T. when he was sick? Okay, that's what the skin on your dumplings looks like.
I don't give a crap. Take a bite. See what you think.
Yeah, I guess you didn't specify they had to be good.
Oh, bird. These are freezer burnt.
They're not freezer. I'm telling you, those are brand new dumplings. They're not freezer burnt. In fact, they come highly recommended.
Highly recommended?
Yes, it's a good brand.
Okay.
These are indeed dumplings.
I'm telling you.
Okay. And what about the quality of said dumplings, Virginia?
They're definitely frozen from the grocery store.
But bottom line, I didn't have time to get all this. Look, I was calling places left and right. Cracker Barrel, they don't. 11 a.m. IHOP doesn't have them. Denny's, the restaurant, doesn't support them.
What? Oh, my goodness.
Well, you did it.
Got them.
You got
apparently-
dumplings here.
25 minutes to spare, big guy. What do you need? What do you want? What does the Kevin Ralston need? I'll get it here by 10.
Wow, look at you. You're just the go-to guy now,
Oh,
huh?
yeah. Whatever you need, I can get.
You need it, the bird can deliver.
Did you miss a segment from the KVJ Show? Find it on kvjshow.com or soundcloud.com/KVJ Show.
Do you guys have one of those home speakers? Do you use it?
We have 2 of them, and Rocco loves them because he likes just bossing anybody around, and so he likes the power.
Okay. I got them, I think. I know we have like the one, and I think somebody got us the Google one. So I think that we have the one that is Alexa, and we've got the other one as a gift they're a big popular gift that you'll wind up getting, and so you're probably going to wind up having these things littering your home, and they just look like hockey pucks laying all over the place. And I honestly, I never use it, and I don't know why. I mean, I'm a guy in radio, so you would think I would be all over this, and I don't know why. Maybe I just need to get into the groove of using it. And I think we have it. Can you listen to the show on demand? I'm not even sure how we have it for KVJ. Is it just, I'll have Denny's explain that here in a second. But I know a lot of people will use it for, I think you can do anything from like books on demand to pulling up like your favorite songs. Like every now and then, the only thing I've ever used it for is I'm like, hey, play the Buckeye fight song. So when like the game's going on, that's the only trick that I have that, you know, I do with my Alexa.
Okay, now playing the cheating football team's theme song.
So, yeah, we are going through a restructure with management. So it is switching over, but it currently still does work. If you say, hey, Alexa, play WRMF, it'll pop it up. Play 97.9 WRMF, and then it asks you, do you want to listen live or do you want to listen on demand? If you listen on demand, it'll give you the KVJ Show option.
I think we need to get a couple more steps in there to really try to get people to never use our Alexa system.
Well, so the new company is looking to shorten the shortcut.
Good, yes.
Hey, Alexa, what's my favorite color so I can get into your system?
Yeah, so I just got to, I think, kind of get in the groove. It's like with anything. When you get used to it and you get in the habit of doing it and you know how to do it, then it's something you're going, oh my gosh, this like totally changed my life. We've probably had so many different new features that you've added to your life going, oh my gosh, this is great. I know for podcasting, for a lot of people, they don't know where to go. They don't know how to find anything. But when you find like a good podcast or where good podcasts are, then you're like, okay, this totally changed my life. People always come to me like going, I had no idea you had KVJ TV. Like, well, we've had it for like, I don't know how long, like years.
We've had KVJ TV since I got on the show.
Yes.
I remember it was just getting on. In 2004, we were putting it in.
It's been different variations. The first variation looked like it was a kaleidoscope, but you know.
No, 2004 KVJ TV was not very good.
Low budget.
Very grainy.
It's been around for 15 years. Yeah, you've been able to see us in some form or another, and people are still finding like KVJ podcasts. And I think it's just a matter of you got to find out where it is and then get used to it and then kind of get in that routine.
And a lot of people have to learn how to do the podcast or learn how to do like it's a few steps, but then once you do it and you subscribe to things you like, then it'll automatically, as long as you keep listening to them, it'll automatically download them for you so you don't have to do anything. It'll be there waiting for you. And if you sign up for an alert, it'll tell you. Like my favorite podcast, they always send me an alert to say, hey, there's a new one. It's waiting for you. And I'm like, ooh, goody.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to sound like an ageist here, but I have noticed just people in my own personal life that are older, the word podcast throws them for a bit of a loop. They don't know what it is. And then I try to explain it to Ann, and I just don't think she knows what a podcast is.
It's just audio.
So it's on the radio? No, it's not on the actual radio. It's I don't have a podcast system.
Just audio you can listen to. Yeah, like I want to try to get more in the groove of like the books on demand. I got one of those Kindle things, and I feel like I'm turning into one of those people who can't figure out technology. And I'm like, I can't really figure out how to get this stuff going.
You're calling Denny's at 2 o'clock in the morning. Denny's
always,
get my
he's
Kindle
showing all
going?
my stupid questions that I'm trying to deal with to try to work this stuff out and make it happen. But yeah, I'd heard even with the Alexa, somebody said that you can get Alexa to say anything by saying, Alexa, Simon says, and then whatever you want it to say, and Alexa will say it.
Oh.
So that's kind of like a little trick.
Alexa knows a lot of fart jokes, too.
Yeah. Alexa does jokes. I think Alexa does time checks, gives you the weather, too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And she'll break you off some facts. If you say, Alexa, what happened in the 1977 murder of blah, blah, blah? Sometimes she'll give you the whole little Wikipedia page.
Really? Okay.
Sometimes. And then sometimes she'll just start playing a song from your playlist.
So you never know what you're going to get.
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of it. Like, I'm trying to figure out, I don't have a lot of people I know of in my life that recommend anything to me. So that's why I'm just curious. Do you have one of these home speaker systems, and what do you use it the most for? Yeah, I figure I'd start using the home speakers. I've actually had them, I think, for a while. Like, I think over a couple of years I've had at least the one. It's just kind of sat there because I'm like, I don't know, what am I going to do with it?
It's a novelty at first, and you're like, oh, this is so cool. But, I mean, what we use it most for is just like music while I'm getting ready or something.
Yeah. I told you, the one my sister in Oregon, I'd fall asleep in the living room where the Alexa, you could really hear it, and it would just wake me up with the random statements and You know, there was one time I woke up, she was talking about something about murder and death. As
That
a
sounds
fact,
annoying. Yeah, that sounds
yeah,
terrible.
that's
I
not
wouldn't want that at
terrible.
all.
No.
Have a nice rest.
Yeah, wake up to murder facts.
Somebody said I would set mine up on a routine that when I start my day off, it reads me the news and the weather, and then it starts playing you guys for me to listen to while I get
that's
ready.
perfect.
Yeah, see, that's where I'm like, well, now that's kind of awesome.
Now, what's the trick of that? You have to go in and give it like the tasks and tools or whatever.
I know, that's where I got to figure it out because I'm like, well, I have a feeling if I really delved into this, it could be like, wow, this is great. And it could really be a nice assistant. I've kind of put it off because I felt like it was at the point where, and that's the way technology is. For a while, it's more aggravating than it is worthwhile.
Right.
And I felt like it's still in the more aggravating than worthwhile stage, but I feel like maybe things are starting to get a little bit better. And as we kind of get our act together with it, that maybe it's getting to the more worthwhile than aggravating.
Be careful, though, because you get ready early in the morning like I do.
Yeah.
You can't be turning on the Alexa while everybody's sleeping in your house.
Yeah, no, you're right. That'd be
I
a
got to
bad
be
idea.
super quiet.
Yeah.
Alexa, play Crazy Bitch.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody.
Somebody said we mostly do the question of the day. We do games. We play lots of music. We just ask for a song, and she'll play it. That's kind of cool. I do like that. To me, it's just so you'd have to keep thinking of songs. Like if it was playing, like if you'd set up for a playlist or something like that, that'd be kind of cool.
I think you can. Can you make a playlist for Alexa and she plays it for you?
You can.
Okay. Just got to figure that out, too. Somebody said, yeah, we use it to fix the air temperature in the house. That's kind of cool. So that's not bad. Somebody said, we have it playing hours of mundane recordings of people talking to appear to home robbers that people are at home. It's away mode.
That's cool.
That is kind of cool.
Alexa, play the KVJ show except for the dirt of the days.
Aww.
I don't know if it does that. And somebody says, thanks. You keep setting off my Alexa. It's playing WRMF in the other room now.
Okay, I'll set the record straight. Alexa, play Olivia Newton-John. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, get out of here.
Can I play a current artist?
She's a legend.
I'm sorry. I don't have a record player. Apparently, Alexa also farts on demand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
she's a gassy gal.
My sister loves the fart feature. My Oregon sister. She's like, oh, Alexa, do your fart, play your fart jokes. And Alexa just will go, she'll do 5 fart jokes, and then she'll go, would you like me to go on? Yes.
Somebody said their home speaker just started playing Crazy Bitch. Thanks, Bird.
I apologize. Alexa, stop.
Not kid friendly.
Somebody said you can set it to order takeout.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
That's
Yeah,
kind of cool.
Technology's making it to where, I mean, food's being delivered to my house. I'm not even ordering it anymore. Because I've ordered it so much through technology. Anytime someone's got an order near my door, they think it's automatically me.
Yeah.
That works out well.
It can.
Yeah, turning on lights, firing up my Roomba, alarms, reminders, music, traffic. See, I think when I get it together, I'm going to have all that stuff going, and I'm going to love it. It's going to be amazing. I just don't feel like it's there yet.
I'm not using it right.
Yeah, I just feel like, again, I feel like I'm getting close to getting interested, but I still feel like it's more aggravating than it is useful. If I'm wrong, let me know, and I'll get on it. But I think as soon as we get ourselves completely right with it, which hopefully is happening soon, then I'm going to fully jump in.
Probably about 2021, you think, around that time?
I got faith in this new company.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yes, it's the new company. I've got faith in them. It's about positivity, Jay Bird. It's about your thought for the day.
Yes. Failure. We talk about that a lot in this show. Failure.
We actually do it a lot on the show.
That's why we talk about it.
Pretty consistently.
Failure is a bruise, not a tattoo.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is, yeah.
Do you need more KVJ Show? Find everything KVJ at kvjshow.com.